Let's see. For my first triathlon, Ironman, nah. Sprint, easy. Olympic length, yeah, let's do it. Hey everyone, welcome to A Man of a Certain Age. I'm Eddie. I am a man of a certain age. Today I want to talk a little bit about my what the hell moment, signing up for my first ever triathlon, my event goals and why I'm doing it. I also want to introduce you to this channel, what you can expect, and why I hope you'll stay. So it's now middle of March. The event is at the end of April, so I've got 5 weeks to get ready. And it's Olympic length, which is 1,500 meter swim, a 40-kilometer bike ride, and a 10-kilometer run. What the hell? Okay. Being a little clickbaity. I've actually been on the wait list for a couple months, so I've known that there was a chance I'd get in. I'm already pretty active. I bike and swim on the regular, so I have a reasonable base fitness level already. But I'm a horrible runner. I'm just a bad runner. So while I think I'm reasonably confident I can finish, running is still a potential single source of failure for me. So next week I'll get into my training plan, but today I want to set my goal. I want to put it out there, hold myself accountable. I've got two major goals. First is time. I want to finish under 3 hours and 15 minutes. Second is more qualitative. I want to have a ton of fun doing it. So on the 3:15, how did I come to this time? I looked at a couple different things. First, for men in my age group at this distance, the averaging finishing time is a little under 3 hours. Next, looking at my current state of fitness, if I do 3 hour segments at a reasonably comfortable conversational pace, I can finish in 3 hours and 30 minutes. So if I do 10% better, that gets me to 3 hours and 50 minutes. Not very scientific, but that's how I did it. The second qualitative goal, having fun, what does that mean for me? First, I don't want it to be a total sufferfest. I don't want to get wrecked for a couple weeks after the event. The second is staying injury-free. I don't want this event to interfere with, life. And the third is, I want to enjoy the process. I want to see where this takes me and what I can learn about myself. So why do it? There's a couple reasons. The first is the classic, because it's there. Literally, it's there. I live in Taipei. This event, Challenge Taiwan, is in the middle of Taiwan in Taidong, which is not that far away. It's a train ride away. And, distance is not a small thing for triathlons. You have to figure out logistics, how to get your bike from one place to the other. So being easy to get to is important. The second reason is because I can. I mentioned that I already bike and swim, so I have to level up a bit on the run. And the other part of that is I have time to train. It just happens that I'm on sort of a career sabbatical. I left my startup a little bit ago. I'm taking some time off, so I have time to put into this. The third reason is more personal. I want to set an example for my kids. I've got 2 young kids, they're 10 and 6, 2 boys, and I'm always telling them, I'm always trying to get them to be active. I want sports to be an active part of their life, and I want to model that for them. I wanted them to see their dad do something like this. And the last reason is I have something to prove. I'm in my 50s, I've got a busy family life with 2 young kids. I recently converted to a plant-based diet, which I'll talk a lot more about later on. So I want to prove more to myself than anybody else that someone at my age with a busy family life on a plant-based diet can do something like this. And that's a nice seg into why this is called a man of a certain age. That expression is a polite way to refer to somebody who is not old, but not young, maybe 40 to 60. And certainly I'm in that age group, being in my mid-50s. And more, I find that to be an important prism through which I view the world. Health and fitness will always be an important part of this. It's important for men of our age. In triathlon, certainly speaks to that. But we also have a unique perspective at this point in our lives on where we find meaning. It could be, how we approach our jobs, careers, what books we read, what music we listen to, what we like to wear, and also what games we play. If you recognize that Twitch emote at the beginning of this, you'll know that, I'm a gamer. I also want to see at this age whether I can get better at some of my favorite games. That's the plan anyway, but you know what they say about best laid plans. So really I have no idea where this is going to go. So follow along. Let's see where this takes us. So that brings us to the end. Come back next week. I'll talk about my training plan. It will be week 1 of my 5-week block of training. And follow along as I do my first ever block training, which is practicing the transition between the bike and the run, and see if I survive that. If all this sounds interesting, please give me a follow, give me a like, and leave a comment below on what you think of my 3:15 time goal. Am I listening out? Peace.